can you flip other people's stuff from a flea market? Let's get inside and find out. You need to know that vendors are resellers, so prices will be higher, but with that knowledge of knowing they pay lower amounts for the items leaves room for haggling. Most of these Lego turned out to be counterfeit, so be careful what you buy at a flea market. Buying from a flea market can be difficult with prices being higher. This dinosaur would sell well, but at $40 it will remain extinct and on the table. Most items you will find here come from various places, most likely from thrift stores, garage sales, and estate sales, probably paying much less than their asking prices. Some vendors will lower, but some will be very firm. You can tell by how faded an item looks. This robot looks like a recent purchase, and it was $35 and only sold for about $25. Junk! You certainly will find a lot of it at a flea market. Maybe a rusted gem or two in these, but nothing of interest for me. Old cameras baking in the sun, nothing of interest here, so we will pass these up and move on to the next table. NASCAR can take a while to sell, and these all had high prices. Racing champions are not good sellers, but 125 scale diecast can do well though, but I didn't see any at this table. At this next table, this suitcase caught my eye. When I opened it up, I found old pictures and postcards from the 1940s and 50s. These type items can be good sellers if the price is right. I talked to the vendor and he quoted a price of $150, way too much to make any money, so it was left in the sun to cook for longer. I thought about making an offer of just $20 for these postcards, but with this high price for the whole suitcase, I just figured he wasn't going to bite, so we're going to leave these behind and move on to the next table. Old Tonka and Nyland toys can bring good money, but these were passed up because the vendor was asking just too much for them. We are inside, where you will find items in better condition and crafted items as well. I thought these were really neat and were well crafted. It turns out this vendor takes about 3 hours to craft one single item. Very neat to look at, but let's move on and find some more stuff. Lights. Let's take a closer look at these crafted items. I thought these were really nice and would look good in a room, but not for reselling, so let's move on and see what else we can discover. Here is a small vendor selling mostly glassware. Some neat stuff, but not much meat on the bone for flipping. Some really scary wooden masks. Okay, let's get out of here. This telephone looked really cool and old, and most of you probably don't even know what a rotary phone looks like. But for $160, I'm going to forget that I did. More cameras. These are inside in much better condition than those outside, but at much higher prices. Knives. Always someone selling them at a flea market. Kinda neat to look at, but nothing here for us. These were painted so well I almost wanted to buy one. Look at this giant one. Almost looks like Bob Ross painted these. Hot Wheels. Lots of Hot Wheels. This one I'm sure was worth the money, but I'm not a collector. More Hot Wheels. If I was a collector, this would be one I would add for sure. Silver and gold. You will always find them at a flea market. I actually made a purchase. Got these 4 dime-sized silver rounds for stacking. You don't see these sizes too often. So, are flea markets good? I'm sure they can be, but in my opinion, I would say no. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.